Hi, this is Dr. Ben Finio with Science Buddies, and this video will show you how to build an adaptive video game controller for Scratch games on your Raspberry Pi. This project is inspired by the Xbox Adaptive Game Controller, which allows you to connect a variety of peripherals like larger buttons, foot pedals, or special joysticks to allow people with limited mobility to play video games. Let's get started by looking at some buttons and switches. In general, we can break these into two categories. There are toggle switches that hold their position when you move them from side to side, and there are momentary switches that have a springy piece of metal inside that bounces back when you push them. You can hear the clicking when I push down on this one or this little button. These are the kind you'll find inside a video game controller because you want the button to bounce back when you push it. You can make a very simple switch with this rebounding action just with a folded piece of cardboard. Cardboard isn't as durable and won't hold up as long as plastic or metal, but for purposes of a kid's science project or a demonstration, it will work just fine. You can make the electrical contacts for your switch simply by wrapping both ends of the cardboard in aluminum foil. Make sure you leave a gap in the middle so they don't touch when the switch is open, and then they'll touch when the switch is closed. You can connect your button to the Raspberry Pi's GPIO pins using alligator clips and jumper wires, and then write Scratch code to read the button press. In this case, I have it set so the button controls an LED. We won't be showing how to write that code in this video, but check the links in the description below the video for links to projects on our site that will show you how to do it. Here I've added some colorful duct tape and a cardboard base to make a simple controller with two buttons. As you saw at the beginning of the video, this allows me to steer the cat left and right in this simple dog and cat chase game. Now, what if somebody can move their hands or another part of their body but can't really exert the force required to push a button? What are your other options? There are some other parts available in the Science Buddies Raspberry Pi kit that you can use, such as the light sensor, which is technically called a photoresistor, or the magnet sensor, which is technically called a reed switch, and the rest of this video will show you how. Now, for the light sensor, all you need to do is set it up so you can block light to them. So I have a piece of cardboard here where I have poked holes and poked the leads of the light sensors through, which go to these alligator clips, which again go to the Raspberry Pi's GPIO pins. And I've just attached a big piece of cardboard to my hand with a rubber band. So for example, someone who can move their wrist or their arm but can't use their individual fingers just has to move their hand back and forth to cover the sensors one at a time, and that's equivalent to pushing two different buttons. So again, you can see I've set it up here with effectively the same code that allows me to steer the cat left and right. The magnet sensors work in much the same way. Again, here I have them attached to a piece of cardboard with the leads poking through and attached to alligator clips on the back. And here I have a small piece of cardboard attached to my hand with a rubber band, and this time there is a magnet taped on. So for example, this could work better if you were playing games in a dark room and you couldn't rely on light for the light sensors. And again, here you can see me using that simple controller to steer the cat left and right. So hopefully you found this video an inspiration as to how you can build your own adaptive controllers. We showed some very simple ones that just had two buttons each, but you could combine these or use more sensors to build a more complex controller, allowing you to build more advanced games. Remember, for more information and for our Science Buddies Raspberry Pi kit, you can check out links in the description below the video, and for thousands of other science and engineering projects, you can always visit us online at www.sciencebuddies.org.